What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard, and this is going to be a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus reading. Alright, guys. So let's get into this real quick. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for being a part of this channel. And let's see what messages we got out for you guys today here. For my Taurus people. Strength in reverse. So Taurus, you have been under a lot of pressure lately here with the strength in reverse card. It's feeling like you have been really going through it here. Like, to me, strength in reverse doesn't mean weakness. It means fatigue. It means someone who is almost kind of like unraveling. You may have went off. You may have popped the fuck off on somebody like you needed to. You may have Two of Cups in reverse. This could have been an ex, or this could be someone that you are mirroring, a twin flame energy, kind of, or just someone who you have been. Ooh, yeah. Taurus, you could have went through a breakup recently, or not necessarily like a romantic breakup. It could be like falling out with someone here, or you feel like you're about to fall out with someone here, or you've had a almost fallout. I'm hearing like unapologetically you, like you're being your unapologetic self. In this Queen of Cups in reverse, this is either your energy or this is someone else. But this is someone who is emotionally distancing themselves from other people. This is someone who could be a little, I don't want to say cold, but this is someone who is coming off like emotionally like uninterested, not putting up with other people's BS. Like Taurus, you have been like on a Six of Cups and the Page of Wands. Yeah, this is like a longtime friend, a family member, a partner, a spouse. You are like not putting up with people's BS is what I'm getting at. Or like you are just confidently like walking away, not giving a fuck what people think about you, saying what's on your mind, being very, Taurus like. Because, the Taurus people, y'all are very good, you're very kind, you're very nice. But when people piss you off, they did it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it takes a lot to get a Taurus upset. And you all are not easy to, how do I put this? You're not easy to upset, and you're also not easily like won back over. So when someone does something to you, it's going to take a lot for them to get back in your good graces. And honestly, I feel like this has been a long time coming for you, Taurus. So let's see what's going on for the Taurus people. Thank you once again, Spirit, for being here, part of this reading. May this reach everyone that it needs to. Before we continue, I need to go ahead and light this candle so I keep this energy clean, okay? Give me 1 second. Taurus, tomorrow we have this full moon, right? So I'm going to need you guys to make sure that you are taking care of yourselves. Make sure that you are eating good food, being in good company, drinking good wine, doing all your Taurus-like rituals. I know you guys love to pamper yourselves, all my Taurus ladies. I know you all love to go shopping, so go buy you something nice. Make sure that you are taking good care of yourself at this time, because the energy has been heavy, super heavy. At least for me. I can't speak for everybody, but it has been feeling very like, you know what I mean? And I'm a Pisces, so I'm very sensitive to energy. So I'm telling you, it's been. I am ready for this super moon, right? Because full moons are all about release, and we build everything up, right? Think about the moon actually, as it's going through its phases. So you have the new moon, right, which is kind of like empty, like there's really no moon in the sky. So you're a blank canvas. This is a good time to manifest new ideas, new beginnings, new this, new that, new whatever, right? So as you go through the quarters, it's time for you to start reflecting, looking back. The first quarter is like, okay, how's this going so far? And then you have the, you know, the third quarter where you're kind of like, okay, let me reflect. What can I, release as I get towards the full moon? And then the full moon is all about all that energy that you've built up within this cycle, and then like releasing everything that did not. I won't say that did not. Just releasing the things that you were being called to kind of like acknowledge and bring up, because the moon is all about your emotional state and your emotional feeling. So what within this last cycle were things that you were needing to let go of? What relationships, what friendships, what connections were draining you, and what connections could you pour into more that were rewarding and made you feel lighter? Those are all things that you should be focusing on during full moon energies, in my opinion. And I feel like you are letting go of these energies here, these people, these connections that are no longer serving you because of their low vibrational tendencies, or their inability to be effective communicators or emotionally available for you. Yeah, what did I just say? Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're letting go of these burdens. Like, you're letting go of these connections from people who are like not showing up for you, and like unapologetically, like I said, like you are just moving away. People are also feeling like this too. People will feel like this swift energy with you. Like, they're gonna be like, something's going on. Like, you're not texting back like you used to. You're not liking my posts like you used to. You're not fucking with people who ain't fucking with you, is what I'm getting at, Taurus. Like, you are a very no nonsense, but also a very genuine sign. So, you don't really take much crap from people. Like, you're not gonna put up with a lot of BS. And once you get fed up, it's gonna be very hard. Like I said, it takes a lot to get you there, but once you're there, you're kind of stuck. You know what I mean? Like, you're a fixed sign, so you don't. It takes you a while to feel what you feel, and when you feel it, there's no going back. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so when you release this energy, it's going to bring you also this release of like anxiety and like stress and anxiousness, and trying to be a people pleaser, or trying to make people love you or be happy for you or support you, even though you feel like you've been pouring into everybody and you don't feel like you're getting any of that shit back. Oh well, fuck it, not for me then, bye. Because I've been to every one of your fucking little kids' pee-wee volleyball games. I've been doing this for you. I've been doing this for you. But when I need something, no one's ever there to be found. So you know what? Bye. And that's just how we're playing it. Like, that's how we're gonna be rolling here soon, Taurus. You're not gonna be putting up with people's BS. You're not gonna be so available, so accessible. And I was watching something here. It was like, what does it say? Nice girls, modern, or what was it? It was something about like good girls rarely make history or something like that. But basically, it was like, playing it nice, playing it safe, playing it, likable isn't going to get you very far in life. You know what I mean? Because people don't respect nice people. I'm learning that. You have to be, and I'm not saying you have to be an asshole to people, but what I mean by being nice is like being a pushover, a people pleaser, being someone who people feel like they can treat any kind of way, and like they'll always be there for them. You can call me out of my name. You could be disrespectful, and you may be like, well, I don't care. Well, I don't care what people think about me. Do you though? Because like, do we really not care what people think about us, or is that something that we just say to protect ourselves because we don't like what people are saying about us? Because if someone was saying, "Oh my God, you're amazing, you're so awesome, I love you," well, I don't really care what you say. I don't care about what people say. But you're so cute and you're so hot and I love you. Oh my God, I do not care what you fucking think about me. We only say that when it's something negative, right? We're always like, well, that's why you ugly and your breath stink. I don't care what you say. This is deflection. Like, saying like I don't care what people say is like really deflective. And at the end of the day, we do care what people say, whether we want to admit it or not. I mean, do we? You could say I don't let people's opinions affect me. that would be more accurate. Yeah, you could say, "Oh my God, you're so hot." Okay, well, I don't like you, so that doesn't matter to me. I'm not gonna be, "Oh my God, you think I'm cute? Here, let's be together." Like, you know what I mean? Or like, "Oh my God, you're so fat and ugly." Oh my God, I'm gonna sit here and go cry and like develop a unhealthy eating style because someone is like calling me names. Like, you should be unaffected by what people tell you. Like, you shouldn't let other people's opinions of you affect how you feel about yourself. But maybe you should care enough to maybe be like, why is it that people are saying I come off this way? Is there something within me that I need to kind of like introspectively look at? That might be something to like think about. But to just be like, well, I don't care, is a little dismissive and it sounds a little deflective. Like, bitch, you know you care. You know you care. You know you care. But it's not that you don't care. It's that you're not letting other people's negative opinions about you influence how you move your life. Like, you could be starting your business. You could be quitting your job. You could be dumping your ex or whatever. You know, quick story real quick. I was hanging out for my friend's birthday last night, and one of her friends was talking about how she had been dating this guy for like a year and a half, and then she caught him on like Tinder or something, and when she confronted him, he was like, "Oh, well, you know, I was just on there to get like relationship advice for us." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's a good one. I haven't heard that one yet, but like, huh, okay, that's an interesting lie. Never heard that one." And then she said that he was like, "So you're just gonna like throw our relationship of a year and a half away because like I was on Tinder for an hour?" And I was just like, wow, like that is like prime gaslighting manipulation right there. Like, good for you, girl, for like, she's like, "Yeah, I am." I'm like, "No, you didn't throw anything away. He threw his relationship away with you for an hour and a half of Tinder." He's trying to like reverse the shit. Like, he's trying to literally blame you for his actions. So like, be careful with people like, who do shit like that. Like, that's a very manipulative thing. That is very manipulative. To be like, you're gonna throw away our relationship for my actions that were like being deceitful towards you. How dare, like, what in the fuck is wrong with people? Like, that's the kind of shit that makes me like so not wanting to date or so not wanting to be like with people, because that kind of shit right there is just like, but you know what? I hear shit like that all the time from people, and I'm just like, there had to be signs. Like, there were so many like signs before you even got to this. Like, how do people not? How do you get this? Maybe that's why I've never really had like a super long-term relationship, because I am so quick to just be like, something's not adding up here, buddy. I think it's time for you to pack your shit and go. Or like, I'll just quietly delete people out of my life and just keep it pushing, because I love my peace more than like your presence. Sorry, I just do. I love my peace more than your presence. And if your presence is going to start distracting me from my peace, then it's time to go. Like, no joke, like for real, like, you have got to be that way. And that is what's so powerful about me, is I am such a loving and kind person, but the minute your presence disrupts my peace, it's time to start packing your shit and go. Like, I don't care who you are. Like, I don't give a fuck. And here's the moon card and the devil. And somebody could be realizing that about you, Taurus. Like, that is a very Taurus-like energy to be like, listen, hey, it's been nice, it's been cool and all, but like, I'm like, you're stressing me out, you're not being consistent, like, your shit's not adding up. You said you were hanging out with Nathan, and then Nathan was like, he was with his girl all night, so like, what the fuck were you doing? Oh, you were with Billy, you got the people, like, see, no, I don't have time for all that. Come on, grab your shit, go get your toothbrush, go get your shit, come on, time to go. And like, just like that, and just start exiting people out, like, you know what I mean? And it's going to bring you so much relief here, because you have this Ten of Wands in reverse. So this situation was already burdensome. And then you have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So like, you're crying, but you're also releasing it. So like, the full moon is like the perfect time to confront someone about some shit that's been building up in you, and just being like, what are we gonna do? Is this someone who is gonna want to work with you? And I don't think so, because this person's probably, if this is a relationship, it's definitely time to move on. If it's a job, it's time to start looking for a new one. I will never tell somebody to quit your job without having another one secure, depending on the situation. But if it's like that toxic and stuff, yeah, you should probably just quit and like just find something. I mean, I don't know the job market like that for real, for real. I work from home now doing this, but I don't know. I've always had good opportunities finding a job, so I've never really had to struggle. And like that, I mean, I've struggled. Trust me, I'm struggling. I know what struggle is, but I'm just saying. Yeah, Four of Cups here. You're over it. You're emotionally numbing yourself out of the situation here. So maybe this is a good time for you to focus on self-love and pouring back into yourself and just like, you know, but I also feel like this card also says be careful about ignoring opportunities that the universe is bringing to you. Because look at this cup that the universe is trying to hand you, right? This cloud represents the universe trying to give you this opportunity here. And while she's focused on these three empty cups, there's this one cup here that has potential for you. We painted some pumpkins last night, so I have like some black paint under my nails. So don't think it's dirt. It's literally, I've been scrubbing all morning. Anyway, you need to really sit with yourself and focus on what it is that you actually want to bring into the new stage of your life that's coming up here, because we're about to go towards the full moon. I think the full moon's tomorrow on Monday, October 6th here. So that's a good time to release. So what is it that you want to release? The Hermit. Yeah. You know, it's I feel like you are someone who could be naturally introverted here, and you try to come out of your shell. You try to be more extroverted. You try to like maybe share some of your, wisdom and bestow some type of new way of looking at the world with someone here. A Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this could be someone from your family. This could be like someone you have a family with. This is someone who is causing you a lot of stress and anxiety, because this person was being, in my opinion, this someone was being outside here. Yeah, and like you are calling in this new beginning for your life with the Magician here. You are basically telling yourself that like it's time to start living for yourself. It's time for you to start creating things that are going to build you wealth and success and abundance. Not basically like having to, I don't want to say not live off other people, but like depend on other people's money, or like, not that you are or not. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying like you could have been trying to build something stable here and create this legacy with this person here. Or this could be someone from your family, like I said, this Queen of Cups in reverse. And you've had to really walk away from some really negative people here. The Knight of Pentacles and the Fool in reverse. So, someone could be nervous to take an opportunity here with you because of your previous incidents. What's it all about? Oh, never mind. The Fool here. So I see you are trying to put yourself back out there here. Oh, yeah, and successfully walking away. Okay, you're successfully walking away from a situation. Okay, that's what it is. You're moving out of this you're moving away from this situation, okay? Whatever this is, you're moving away from it. You're not going to keep giving it all your attention. Man, Eight of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're going to go through like this phase, and it's going to be pretty brief, where you feel like, I don't know what I really want in life. I don't know what I want from the universe. I'm not sure how I feel about everything. But I feel like you are someone who is, you move on pretty quickly. Like you don't stay stuck for too long. Like you really crave your independence here with the Nine of Pentacles, and you know you're very you're very successful, you're very abundant, and you know how to do whatever it is that you need to do to get what you want in life. And you don't need someone who isn't going to be supportive or helpful. And honestly, I feel like you're dealing with somebody who is standing in your way. You're dealing with somebody here. This could be a parent or a lover, even a boss or a career, a friend, whomever. Someone was standing in your way. Someone was blocking you from getting to the next level. And I think that you have noticed that, like, if you continue to be around these low vibrational people, these people who don't have shit going for themselves, these people who don't want to, you know, have collaborative businesses, or people who don't want to elevate their lifestyles, people who are okay with kind of like, you know, for lack of a better term, kind of being bummish. King of Cups here. Yeah, so we have the King and the Queen of Cups. So this is giving family for me, for real, for real. Like, this is giving, like, you know, you have a mom who's, like, not supportive, and your dad is, like, hella supportive. Or take it how it resonate, because the King of Cups is coming up upright. So this is giving me, like, good daddy vibes, like, or just could be a daddy. Take it how it resonate. Like, someone here definitely has faith in you, and someone is very critical and emotionally kind of, like, withdrawn. Not necessarily, like, this could be someone who had to grow up and learn that, like, you had to have like a tough core. And so this is like the mom who loves their kids, but she doesn't tell them she loves them. Like, my mom's kind of like that, where she doesn't necessarily like say she loves me, but like she does things that like show that she loves me. Like, this could be someone who has a hard time saying it, which I think is weird. And like, those people have their own shit that they have to go through, and you know, to each their own. I love saying love, but you know, some people are closed off, and you know, love can scare people. And I've learned that being very like loving and out loud with it, it could be kind of intimidating and overwhelming for people. So you know, I just meet people where they at and move accordingly. And I think that's what you're doing as well here. A Nine of Cups in reverse. You're having a hard time like trying to figure out what you want. What is it that you really want to come through? Be careful about like overusing like substances, or like anything that you could get addicted to, like video games, eating, drinking, smoking, schmeck. Not necessarily like, don't be like, ooh. Be careful, because there is someone here who wants to come towards you. Someone is very protective of you. Oh my goodness. Here, let me show you this. You have a new love possibly on the line, or a new possible prospect in a business, or some type of connection here with this Page of Pentacles here. This represents a new opportunity. Someone wants to come towards you with this new idea, this new something here with this Page of Pentacles. It's like, hey, I have an idea. Me and Taurus, what if we did this? Or this could be you. This could be you being like, I have a new idea. But honestly, this is somebody else, because it was about bottom of the deck. And be very protective. This person is very protective of this idea. They wanted to give it to you. All right. And what I mean they want to give it to you is because we have the Seven of Cups here. So this is locked in. This is linked in. Maybe you could be talking on LinkedIn. Wouldn't that be, oh my God. Has anyone ever tried to flirt with you on LinkedIn before? I want to know. The Seven of Cups in reverse is like only eyes for you. They're like very narrow-minded, which is sometimes not a bad thing, to just be like focused on one particular thing. Like, I'm focusing on tarot. I'm not focusing on making bracelets or doing Reiki or waiting tables or teaching or doing my crafts and anything. I'm focusing on tarot. Like, I'm locked in on this. It's Six of Swords. It's like I'm heading towards calmer waters here. Like, I'm going to head towards that. I'm going to go down the path of least resistance and highest excitement. So you always have to live your highest excitement. So whatever's making you happy, keep doing that, because that's where you're supposed to be. And then there's the Sun card. So this is happiness. So you have a lot of happiness coming towards you. Somebody sees you as their wish fulfillment. You may not see that about yourself right now. You may be feeling unlucky. You may be feeling stuck, but someone is coming towards you, Taurus. Okay. King of Pentacles in reverse. So you're over here worried about money. You're over here worried about this new startup that you want to do. Oh my God, am I going to make money? Is it going to be successful? You could be very tight-fisted when it comes to your money right now, being very practical, being very frugal, which isn't bad, but also, like, you know, you don't need to be cheap. You don't need to be, you know, counting pennies and shit like that. Live life, have fun. Like, if you want to order that steak, order that fucking steak. You know, you'll make it back. Don't worry about it. But, you know, just, you're going to make sure your bills get paid. You're going to make sure that you have your lights and your heat and everything still turned on. So we're not going to be out here in the cold, like, you know, trying to, like, figure out, like, like, you got this shit. Don't worry about it. Okay, Taurus? That reminds me, I need to put something on my bill. And the Ten of Cups here in reverse. So you are in, let me tell you something, Taurus. Right now, you are thinking really negative about your future. Even though you know you have to make a lot of changes, you're afraid with the Ten of Cups here in reverse. And also I saw the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, you can have that happy life. You can have that beautiful family home life. And maybe, you know, it's going to take you some time to get to that level. Maybe there's some things you need to work out in therapy with, or maybe there's some things that you need to sit down and really ask yourself, is this what I want? Is this the person I want it with? You know what I mean? So don't be so hard on yourself for being where you are in life, and don't think that where you're going to go in life is going to be so bleak, because someone here wants to have a really happy life with you. And I think if you would just open your eyes a little bit more, you could see that. You could see that this is someone here who, like, someone wants to come towards you and offer you this opportunity. We have link attract. So you are attracting people and opportunities that align with your energy. Are you dissatisfied with your current surroundings? Shift your mindset and energy, and you will begin attracting what you desire. Link attract. Exactly. When you shift your focus on what you want instead of what you lack, it comes to you so much quicker than you think. Like, don't focus on what you don't want. Focus on where you want to go. Like, if you're focusing on this relationship that didn't work out, you're going to just keep attracting relationships that didn't work out. Don't think about the last dude. Think about what the next guy is going to be. Think about the next woman. What do you want? What kind of traits do you want to have in that woman? What is it that she's going to bring, or not? You get what I mean. Gratitude. Gratitude brings more joy and abundance. Have you been overlooking the good in your life? Take a moment to appreciate what has happened. Gratitude. So I'm telling you, man, every day I wake up, the first thing I do is I make my bed. And the reason why I do that is because it's one thing that I can say that I did and I was productive. If I can make my bed, then I was productive today. And the first thing, and I'm not normally, well, I wasn't normally a bed maker. I was someone who would just get up and fly out of the bed and just go. But now I get up and it's almost like I don't even think about it, because I just started doing it for like the last couple of months. I just wake up and the first thing I do is just like grab the sheet, you know, string it out, you know, get the little bed crumbs and stuff out from the bedtime snack. I'm a late night snacker. I have to admit, I am. But, you know, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I want something to eat. And anyway, confusion. Confusion is temporary and leads to clarity. Are you feeling lost? Slow down. Be patient and allow clarity to emerge in its own time. So right now there is a lot of confusion about what it is that you want in this world, right? And I'm seeing that here. There's a lot of confusion. There is. It's like things have been shaken out. You're trying to call in what you want, and then you get these other opportunities, and you're like, I don't know. So just allow yourself to be patient, like it said, and just let things happen naturally for you. Okay, Taurus? heart. Your heart knows the truth. Are you overthinking the situation? Trust your wisdom of your heart. It will lead you to the most authentic decision. That made me really excited to see that, because I'm definitely trying to get from mind-led to heart-led life, where I'm not thinking about what's right. I'm feeling what's right. I'm knowing what's right, because inner knowing and feelings come from your heart, right? When you know, just like you just feel and you just know something, like you ever dated somebody and like they didn't give you any exterior validation that something wasn't connecting or going right, but like you intuitively knew and you could feel it in your heart that something was happening, and then you didn't trust it though because there was no external proof. So you're like, I don't, I don't want to be that person that's just, sound like the paranoid partner. Like, are we okay? Has anyone ever just like, you've ever dated someone and they've just been like randomly, like, are we okay? I remember one time I was dating the narcissist, and we were like at the grocery store or something, and then he just like looked at me and he was like, "Are we okay?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, are we okay?" Like I'm chill. We're just over here picking out chips. Like, what's going on? Come to find out, this motherfucker had been cheating and doing all this other stuff, and like this person was basically like, they had so much guilt, and like I knew something was up, right? I could feel something was up, but because I didn't have any outside proof, and they're like checking in with me, I'm thinking, oh, this is so sweet, like this person's really caring about me, and I'm like thinking all this stuff, but inside I'm like, something's not right. Like, you don't just, are we okay? Like, if people start doing shit like that, that's your intuition, that's them telling themselves, that's their guilty conscience. That's all that shit. So just be careful with that, okay? Ooh, and accept. I've never seen this card before. This is a new deck. I've only had it for like a week or so, but I don't think I've ever had this card come out. And I love the way it looks. It says accept. You put your hands up and you just accept the universe. And it says, accepting things as they are can be a powerful step forward. You may be resisting change lately. Let go of control and you'll discover peace and new opportunities in the present moment. So here coming up, yep, with that Four of Cups too, it's all about acceptance. You're going to want to like just like keep going and doing things, or like not. You're a Taurus, so it's going to be hard for you to like, you resist change, like you really fucking do. You want things to happen the way that you want them to happen, which, like, it's normal to want to be in control. And you're not someone who's, you're good at being in control, but I think you need to accept that you don't always have to be in control. And accepting that is actually what's going to free you up and allow things to come and flow more naturally for you. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, guys. Well, that's all I got for you today. I'm going live later tonight around 8 or 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. So if you want to come in and you want to ask a question and get a reading, you can. I'm going to be doing just kind of like from Aries to Pisces, all signs, zodiac reading. And we're just going to have a fun time. Oh, I also have some stuff that I want to talk about on the live in regards to like the new memberships that I'll be offering and what each level entails and stuff like that. So if that's something that interests you. Yeah, we'll see you there. Bye.